What's going on, guys? This is Malcolm, back on Malcolm Talks. I appreciate you. I really do. Today, I want to talk to all the parents out there, or all of the soon-to-be parents, or maybe all the people that want to be parents one day. And I'm going to talk about how children change your life. They change your life for the better. When you find out that your girl is pregnant, or that your wife is pregnant, and I'm only speaking from a male perspective, first of all, your life is obviously going to change if you're a woman too, because you actually birthed the baby. I mean, that's deep. But for a man, your life changes, and I'm going to just break down how and why it changes. See, when you find out that your wife is pregnant, something clicks, and it's like 9 months. Your mind automatically, this is something that's fascinating, really, because a lot of people don't really plan long term. Some people do. Some people do it intuitively. They just plan long term. But you got some people, and I would say the majority of people, they don't make long term plans. And see, being able to look out 6 months, a year, 2 years, and just having a goal, that's really the spice of life. That's what keeps us going. That is what makes us successful. The people who are unable to plan out that far typically are the ones who are not achieving any level of success. They're the ones that are running around in circles, bumping their head over and over again and can't figure out what's going on. They can't figure out why they're not able to transcend their current level. Most of it has to do with being able to look ahead. When you can look ahead, you make your life tremendously that much more easy to manage and to tackle. You make it way easier to tackle. It's like you're going into the game and you already know the plays. If you're a DB, if you're a corner, safety, and you already know the route they're going to run because you studied, then you're going to be able to anticipate the pass, get you an interception, pick six. It's the same thing, man. When you have a kid, your mind automatically, as soon as you find out she's pregnant, you automatically thinking 9 months ahead. You're like, oh, snap, 9 months. Okay. So that's the first thing. I think that is the first major shift in thinking, where you might not have been thinking that far ahead. Now, the assumption is that the woman that you got pregnant is somebody that you wanted to be pregnant. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. I mean, yeah, you're going to be a little scared now. You're going to be a little nervous when you get that news. You're going to be happy. I mean, if y'all been trying and then you find out, then yeah, you'll be extremely happy. But there are times where when you find out, you get a little nervous because you're like, oh, okay, let's get it. I wanted a kid, yes, but I didn't know what was going to happen right now today, that I was going to find out that I got a baby on the way. For a man, it's a little bit, it kind of hits you in the gut just a little bit, like, whoo, okay, let's get it. 9 months. So that's the immediate thought. Because you know that baby is coming right around 9 months. So you start calculating in your head. You're like, all right, right now it's January. So let me see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, the baby will be here. What's going to be going on in October? Okay, it's going to be a little cold outside. Let me see. When the baby get here, he going to need clothes, bottle. Damn, what else? Oh, damn, we need a crib. How much cribs cost? Like, you start coming up with all these things, which is good, because that's the planning that it's going to take. Because when that baby does get here, ain't no going back. The baby here now, and you're going to have to deal with it. So your mind automatically switches into long-term thinking and long-term planning. Now, once the baby gets here, what you're doing at that point, you're kind of coasting a little bit. once the baby gets here. In my personal opinion, you're not doing as much long-term planning for the first month when the baby gets here. Main thing you're trying to do is survive. When that baby gets here, it's going to be tough. You're going to be sleepy. Well, nah, sleepy ain't even the way to put it. You're going to be exhausted. Sleepy is like you yawning or something. Exhausted is when you walking around like Plants vs. Zombies. You're just like you can't even figure it out. You're having to shake yourself, shake it out, like shake yourself, like slap yourself. Yeah, man, you think them babies sleep? Them babies sleep during the day. And a lot of times, man, you're not gonna have time to really sit down and make plans and things like that. So what you're gonna be doing is coasting off of the plans you've already made. You better get your shit together. You better make sure that baby got diapers, wipes, clothes, formula, food. Well, formula. You better make sure that baby got somewhere to sleep. You better make sure you got some help. Better call grandmama, your aunties. Everybody needs to know that this baby is on the way. If your parents stay out of town, they better catch a flight. They better come on. All hands on deck, baby. And it's just sad, man, that you got so many women out here raising children on their own, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. For a man to abandon his child is one of the worst things that can happen in the human race. And I know some of y'all might be like, man, that might not even be my baby. What you mean, might? Might not. Get a paternity test. Are you crazy? That ain't got nothing to do with that kid, man. You better find out. Because let me tell you something. You went off in there and y'all did what y'all did, and you think that's just supposed to be her responsibility? Are you out of your mind? So this is when it's time to man up. Get a paternity test. But 9 out of 10, you know that's your kid, man. Stop it. So it's time to man up, think ahead. Don't be scared. You all right. You was built for this. We are built to be fathers, guys. No matter what happens, we gonna be straight. You just have to plan ahead. And when that baby comes, you're gonna be forced to plan ahead. Now there is a period of time after where you're still tired, it's still tough. It might be on month 2, 3, where you're still having to think. You're like, all right, shit, childcare, because you still gotta work. What you think? Just because you got a baby, you ain't gotta work no more? Yeah, you gotta work. That baby gotta go somewhere. Maybe the baby can stay over your grandmama's house. That's what we did. Our son stayed over. We were blessed enough. Our son stayed over our grandmommy house. I think I'm talking about grandmama's house for like almost the first year. We were like, ooh, because daycare, they want $800,000 a week. Well, no, that's not right. $800,000 a month. $800 to $1,000 per month, because I think it's like $150 a week or something crazy. $180 a week. You know, $200 a week, somewhere in there. The amount of money that will make you, the amount of money to feel like somebody hit you in the back with a 2x4 and knocked all your wind out. Ugh! You like, oh, where am I get that money from? But you find it. You get it from somewhere. You know why? No choice. It's amazing how things come out of nowhere. All this money start coming out of nowhere. All these opportunities. You know, things start just happening and you figure out a way. And this is when adults thrive. When they get put in a situation, their back is up against the wall, they got to figure it out. They have to plan ahead. all it's gonna do is a baby is basically gonna hand you your own ass, and you're gonna be like, man, I didn't plan hard. I did not look far enough ahead. I didn't plan enough, and as a result of that, you're gonna face consequences. And as a result of those consequences, you're gonna start making plans and planning for your future and making sure things are straight, because you don't want to deal with that type of pain, man. Plus, you don't want your child to go without anything, not one thing. So it's gonna change you as an individual. It's gonna change you from the inside out. You'll never be the same again. You'll never be the same again. Things that you used to do, you'll be looking back like, damn. I used to go hang out with my friends till 2, 3 in the morning. And then I might look at the clock and be like, man, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go home, bro. Now, you be like, man, if I go out and I come back, even if I get home early, I'm gonna be tired as hell for work tomorrow. If I'm tired as hell when I go to work tomorrow, when I get home, I'm gonna be half sleepy, and my son gonna want to play when I get home. Like, you start thinking ahead, and it's just like, you know what, man, I can't even do it, fellas. I mean, you still gonna do your thing here and there. You're still human. It's just that you have figured out a nice balance. And then you start thinking, I call it deep space, where you start thinking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ahead. And you're like, all right, so we need a house. We need a home in a nice neighborhood. The neighborhood needs to have nice schools. You know what I'm saying? We need a down payment. Damn, the down payment's gonna be 10 grand. We better start saving now. Because before, you'd be like, man, ain't no way in hell I can save $10,000, man. Damn, it was hard saving $500. Then you start realizing, you're like, well, if I give myself some years and I'm dedicated, the time's still gonna go by, guys. You act like time finna just stop just because you're trying to save $10,000. No, that time is gonna keep ticking by. You might as well start saving your money, man. Put your money aside, man. Let that money accumulate, because trust me, there's gonna come a time where you'll thank me, and you'll be like, you know what, Malcolm told me that I need to start looking deep space, deep planning, deep thinking, 2, 3, 4 years out. Let me at least entertain the thought. But see, this happens anyway when you have kids, or it's supposed to happen that way. Now, some people do this when they don't have kids. A lot of people are like, man, you know, when you don't have kids, you have much more freedom. You can do this and that and da-da-da-da-da and all that. And that's great, man. That's true. But your life, I don't think your life will be as fulfilled as it would be if you had children. Now, it's something about it, man. I don't know what it is, bro. It's something that pushes you. It pushes you into a place where now your life is fulfilled. It's just different. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. Now, it ain't easy, but you settle into it. It's like, this is a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, and it's a little hard, but it doesn't matter if it's hard or not. As long as I can breathe, as long as I got 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 hands, and some ears and eyes and a mouthpiece, I can pretty much make some shit happen. And that's what you do. It's almost like you're on autopilot. You're like a robot. It's like climbing a mountain, and then you get to the top and you're like, yes. It's like that feeling like you're doing something good. You know, and I always advocate, man, marriage, you know, finding somebody you can settle down with. Stop running the streets, man. All you're gonna end up with is 2, 3, 4, 5 kids from all these different women, and your life's gonna be hell with child support. Let's just keep it real. You don't want that for your life. You don't want that. Because look, it takes 2 to tango, and you better be prepared for what comes with that. Now, I will say this. When your child starts talking, that's a whole nother ball game. because that's a whole other ball game now. Because I wish I knew what was going on. Okay, it's a whole another ball game because now you're talking about reading, learning their numbers and their words, laying the foundation for them to be somebody, man. Very important. You lay the foundation for them to be somebody. Better make sure they're straight, man. You got everything riding on it, so you better make sure they're straight. I know you will. This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. I can't do nothing but give you the game. For all of you guys that have got kids on the way, man, or have children, you know what I'm talking about. You're going to rise to the occasion. I know it's scary right now. It's probably a little bit scary right now. Don't even worry about it, bro. You'll fall right into it like one of them round pegs into a round hole. Perfect. It just is what it is, man. I'm going to holler at you guys next time. Peace. Subscribe to the channel too, by the way.